Duane Kenny and Brett Kenny, both co-owners of Stand Up Paddle Tobago. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Now, a few years ago, there was a whole craze in Trinidad about the bioluminescent plankton that had appeared in the Mayaro area and the different lagoons, and it was a big deal over here. But you two brothers have been doing this for 8 years in Tobago. Tell me about the history of Stand Up Paddle.
Hey, you want me to start, Brett?
Duane can start and we'll talk more about it.
So Brett's business is actually called Radical Sports Tobago, and mine is Stand Up Paddle Tobago. And about 8 years ago, Brett came up with this idea to go looking for plankton in the Bonaccord Lagoon. And the first night we went, it was spectacular. And we kind of spent a few months trying to work out if it was something that was consistent, that happened every night, if it was good enough to take customers on tours, and how we do it.
Right.
And we realized that it was something that was sustainable, that we could do all throughout the year. And yeah, we've been doing paddle boarding and canoeing tours ever since.
How did you discover that there was the bioluminescent plankton in Bonaccord?
I'll put that over to Brett.
Basically, or whatever, I guess, like Duane was saying earlier, when I had gone to a meeting in Florida to do with Radical Sports and kite surfing, windsurfing, and whatnot, I had talked to a colleague of mine who gave me the idea that they were doing something similar in a different island. And we should maybe check it out because, Tobago is full of lush mangrove estuaries all over. And the phenomenon might actually be as brilliant as it is in this other island. And so that's when I, like I said, got Duane and said, listen, let's go try it out. Down the islands, Trinidad, you always had these little dots.
Yeah, that's right.
But what this guy was describing to me was a completely different phenomenon.
Almost like a light show.
We just said, let's go and try it out. It's on my doorstep at Pigeon Point. And we also knew other locations in Tobago that might bode well, but let's go on our doorstep and see what happens. And then we were like, OMG.
Right.
Wow, this can't be this amazing. And that nobody knows about this.
Right.
And it just blew my mind. So imagine when we could actually find a way to bring this to the masses. Obviously Tobago doesn't really deal with mass tourism, but at the same time, invite somebody on an adventure that,
that they wouldn't forget, And we just had a picture up there of the bioluminescent plankton. It's like this brilliant blue color when they get agitated. It's something, it's really a sight to see. And being that it was a sight to see, y'all were submitted by a reader submitted list of Caribbean destinations by the UK Guardian. How did it feel to be included in that list?
Yeah, no, it was amazing. It was one of our clients that came in November.
Right.
And we actually regularly submit our clients to submit reviews on TripAdvisor. Right now, we're ranked pretty much the #1 tour in Trinidad and Tobago.
Really?
On TripAdvisor. Yeah.
Well, congratulations
for a
on
few
that.
years running. Don't buff me if anybody else gets into first place off and on. But we try and make sure we get a very high standard of service to our customers. And yeah, one of our customers from England went back and submitted, and we won best I guess tip for doing a tour in the Caribbean. And we've been getting a lot of good PR from that.
Oh, that's really good news, and it's really good to hear that our natural phenomenon could be showcased to the rest of the world, and it could be used as an avenue to draw tourists here and to draw adventure seekers here, because you're really providing something that is unique.
Yeah, no, we've had clients flying from New York just for the night and fly back. We really promote a green side of the tour.
Right.
There's no gas. It's literally double kayaks and paddle boards, so you're on your own steam.
Right.
It's a 2-hour paddle.
A 2-hour paddle.
And yeah, but we have all ages. We've had kids as young as 2, which was a little young, up until, what would you say, Brett?
85.
85 years old.
85, serious.
Do the tour. So they might need a young grandson or granddaughter to paddle them. but yeah, no, it's a all ages family type tour, and yeah, it's just one of those amazing things. And I think our clients have always said the other tours they've done that were plankton related like this in other places, we rank pretty high up in comparison in terms of the quality of the plankton.
I guess that's because the quality of the plankton, the service you offer, and everything like that. Well, Duane Kenny and Brett Kenny, thank you so much for what you've shared this morning. And I believe that's a tour I'm interested in getting into and having the experience, because I've seen a little bit of it down the islands, as you mentioned, a few dots, but nothing as resplendent as what we have seen on the screen there earlier. So So all right, so and definitely something to come across to Tobago for.
Sure.
All right, well, thank you for all you've shared this morning.
All right, thank you again.
Thanks again.